With the promise of enhanced depth compared to its predecessor, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth had us eagerly anticipating how it would build upon the momentum set by FF7 Remake. With a deep appreciation for the original Final Fantasy VII, we couldn't wait to explore Rebirth and share essential early game insights you shouldn't overlook. Whether you've yet to jump in or recently started playing, join us as we explore key elements of the game to optimize your playthrough, all without revealing key story spoilers for Rebirth. Welcome back to Gamism, your premier destination for the best of retro and modern console gaming. Today we're taking an in-depth look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We'll be covering 7 essential aspects of the game vital for Rebirth players derived from our initial experience, and provide early game guidance to set you off on the right path. Rest assured, we won't spoil the storyline of Rebirth, but we'll showcase some footage from our early gameplay up to Junon, which might reveal visuals of locations, weapons, and materia found in early regions. Heads up, there will be spoilers from Final Fantasy VII Remake, so if you haven't played it, proceed with caution. Having covered the essentials, let's jump straight into the video. To get the most out of Rebirth, it's essential to have a solid grasp of the Final Fantasy VII Remake storyline. Even if you know the story from the original FF7, it's recommended to experience Remake beforehand. If you haven't played Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth offers a convenient cinematic recap before you begin, bringing you up to speed on the story, which we're about to get into right now. Put simply, FF7 Rebirth serves as a sequel to Remake, staying true to essential story beats from the original FF7 on PS1. In Remake, the storyline closely mirrors that of the original, primarily guided by the presence of the Whisperers, also known as the Arbiters of Fate. In Remake, whenever the storyline deviated too far from the original, the Whisperers intervened to ensure events unfolded as they did in the original game. This meant preserving key story elements, avoiding unexpected outcomes.
Thanks.
And ultimately ensuring Sephiroth's defeat. Aware of his inevitable defeat, Sephiroth's pivotal move in Remake entails merging with the Whisperers, compelling Cloud and his comrades to eliminate the Arbiters of Fate to defeat him, and that's precisely how the events unfold. With the defeat of the Whisperers, the chains of fate are shattered, signaling that events beyond Remake may deviate from the script of the original Final Fantasy VII. Remake's finale reinforces this idea with the depiction of a surviving Zack carrying Cloud towards Midgar as our heroes escape the city. Are we witnessing a fracture in time or the emergence of an alternate reality? The exact nature of these events remains shrouded in mystery for the time being. Above all, brace yourself for an unpredictable journey ahead. The storyline is poised to lead us through uncharted territory, ensuring surprises at every turn, even for those of us well versed in the original plot. Rebirth vastly expands the open world compared to Remake. Where Remake had linear paths and straightforward level designs, Rebirth offers expansive areas teeming with opportunities to explore. In the original FF7, the swamp area and mithril mines were relatively small. Rushing past the Midgar Zalem was easy on your chocobo. However, in Rebirth, these locales are completely reimagined, boasting astonishing detail and expanded horizons. When venturing into the mithril mines, the signature green tint from FF7 is magnified in breathtaking 4K graphics. In Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII's world is divided into different zones, ranging from the dusty atmosphere near Coral to the tourist-friendly vibes of Costa del Sol, all intensified in vibrant environments. To cross these zones, you'll have to utilize the services of a chocobo. You can capture a chocobo in each region to unlock a quicker means of traversing the terrain. Chocobos in various regions may possess unique abilities, enabling them to scale mountains and access areas inaccessible on foot.
Cloud, if you wish to proceed any further, you'll need a hardy mountain chocobo.
When you reach the Junon region, don't miss the Stuck in a Rut side quest at the Chocobo Ranch. Finishing it grants you access to fast travel back to the first region, which isn't readily available otherwise. Rebirth offers a vast world ripe with immersive side quests across its diverse regions. By activating towers, players unlock convenient fast travel options and acquire vital data points essential for developing new materia. The attention to detail extends to every town, infusing each with its own distinct atmosphere and character. With vast landscapes to traverse and myriad quests to undertake, FF7 Rebirth caters to the adventurous spirit of fans. Navigating these expansive zones is a delight, particularly with the aid of fast travel and loyal chocobos.
Aww, isn't he just the cutest? You know, they are kind of similar. Totally.
Remake's combat system departed from the turn-based gameplay of the original FF7, embracing a dynamic, real-time 3D action style with remarkable success. Rebirth introduces several notable updates to its battle mechanics, enhancing the gameplay experience with fresh dynamics. The aerial combat system underwent significant revisions, building upon minor enhancements introduced in Intermission. Tifa and Cloud seamlessly transition into aerial combat, granting the ability to evade ground-based assaults and further evade while airborne through dodging. One notable change lies with the expanded synergy mechanic, which has seen significant changes since Intermission. Synergy skills serve as the foremost upgrade, empowering cooperative actions without the need for ATB charges, encouraging teamwork and contributing to ATB generation. Another feature is synergy abilities, requiring a certain number of synergy charges from both characters. For instance, Aerith and Cloud can execute Firework Blade. Combining their efforts to unleash magical ranged assaults and elevate their limit level, granting access to level 2 limit breaks. You accumulate these synergy charges by utilizing your weapon abilities, which as the name suggests, are abilities linked to your weapons. For instance, with the guard stick weapon, Aerith gains access to Arcane Ward. When any character casts an offensive spell while standing within the ward's boundaries, it triggers a double casting effect. Once you meet the proficiency criteria for a weapon's ability, you can utilize it even without having the weapon equipped. We would suggest you take the time to unlock the ability for each weapon. Defensively, you have the ability to minimize damage by skillfully blocking incoming attacks or swiftly evading them with precise dodges. The dodge animation for each character has been replaced with their parry Materia ability animation from Remake, a convenient quality of life adjustment that eliminates the need for a Materia slot. In Rebirth, you'll find familiar mechanics from Remake, like ATB, Materia, limit breaks, summons, items, and character-specific abilities such as Cloud's Punisher stance or Barrett's overcharge shot. These elements contribute to a fast-paced action RPG encounter with a touch of turn-based strategy when utilizing ATB bars via the command menu, just like in Remake. While Rebirth may give off a hack-and-slash vibe at first, it progressively reveals its depth, requiring players to grasp its combat intricacies, even in the early stages of the game. We can't discuss Final Fantasy VII without getting into Materia. Materia stands as a cornerstone of the Final Fantasy VII saga, retaining its importance even in the game's evolution from turn-based to real-time combat. In case you need a quick refresher, Materia comes in 5 distinct types: green, yellow, blue, purple, and red. Green Materia provides your characters with the ability to cast spells, consuming MP in the process. Yellow Materia grants your characters additional command abilities, each requiring ATB charges for execution. Blue Materia enhances the abilities of your green and yellow Materia, such as combining blue Materia autocast with green Materia healing, allowing one of your support characters to cast the cure spell automatically. Quick tip: when combining Materia effects, ensure that 2 slots on your armor or weapon are linked. Purple Materia empowers your character with stat buffs, like boosting HP or MP by 10%. Red Materia holds your summoning abilities, calling forth powerful allies to aid you in combat. Once unleashed, any teammate can direct their actions, but doing so consumes their ATB. Chadley, the Hojo-engineered cyborg introduced in Remake, makes a return in Rebirth, providing summon battles across each region. To gain an advantage against his summons, players should track down all 3 summon crystals in a region, thereby making the summon counter easier and enhancing the power of the obtained red Materia. Materia remains a pivotal element in shaping your character builds, ensuring you're well equipped to face the game's most formidable challenges. We recommend you don't ignore Chadley, since he'll provide access to some of the best Materia in the game. One of our favorites from the original game is Enemy Skill, due to the various skills it offers, and in Rebirth, it's accessible via Chadley in the first region, so make sure to check in with Chadley as you progress to level up your Materia game.
Do your thing.
In Rebirth, progression is comprehensive across all aspects of the game, from character leveling to various other elements. Progression isn't limited to character levels, it extends to the party level, weapon enhancements, and the addition of folios. Skill points are still acquired through level ups and manuscript discoveries, but they now serve a different purpose, no longer designated for weapon upgrades. Skill points are now allocated into folios, which are distinct skill trees offering access to synergy skills, synergy abilities, passive buffs, and other enhancements. We advise maximizing your skill points by prioritizing unlocking synergy skills and abilities for party members you intend to include in your lineup. One important aspect to note is that you have the option to reset your selections at any time, allowing for experimentation with different allocations and strategic adjustments whenever necessary. Alongside the folios, your weapons also progress in level based on the cumulative skill points you've acquired. Upgrading your weapons can expand materia slots, enhance weapon attributes, or introduce new weapon skills. When weapon skills are slotted into a weapon, characters gain passive buffs and bonuses that remain active while the weapon is equipped. In Rebirth, another new feature is the party level, which represents the collective leveling up of your party members. Your party's level increases by successfully completing main quests, side quests, and gathering valuable info for Chadley's world intel.
You want to lend Chloe a hand?
We need to move on.
True, but moving on costs money. We had fun helping people in Sector 5, right? Same deal.
As your party level increases, you gain access to more of the skill tree within each character's folio, creating a seamless connection between party level and individual folios. Lastly, we have Materia. Winning battles rewards AP that benefits all equipped materia on your active party. With sufficient AP, your materia levels up, enhancing its performance, offering larger bonuses, and enabling the use of more powerful spells. Don't overlook empty materia slots in your character's gear. It's essential for maximizing the leveling of your materia. For those craving smooth combat, switching to performance mode ensures a buttery 60 frames per second experience, prioritizing frame rate over graphics. When testing performance mode, we found that Rebirth feels exceptionally fluid, providing a polished and responsive experience during action-packed gameplay compared to graphics mode. That said, graphics mode displays jaw-dropping visuals that leave a lasting impression, emphasizing the distinct contrast between the two modes in terms of visual quality. In the end, we couldn't resist the allure of our 4K monitor and succumbed to the temptation of experiencing the game's visuals in their full 4K glory. Leading us to choose graphics mode for the bulk of our playtime. It's important to mention that the developers are continuously improving performance mode with updates. If your goal is to ensure smooth gameplay, we recommend choosing performance mode. This is especially relevant because transitioning to 30 frames per second in graphics mode might not provide the desired level of fluidity. If you're similar to us and find yourself compelled to fully utilize your 4K display, you'll find the visual compromise equally satisfying. Regardless of your choice, rest assured that the game maintains its AAA standards in both performance and graphics modes, ensuring a satisfying gameplay experience with either option.
And that's the last thing I remember. The rest is a blank.
The hell it is? What happened?
Without giving away any story details, Rebirth carries on the same level of unpredictability as Remake. From the outset, the storyline takes an unexpected turn, but we'll leave that surprise for you to discover. The revelation of Zack's survival at the end of Remake serves as a catalyst for Rebirth, teasing a narrative trajectory into uncharted territory. As longtime fans of the original story and its characters, we're delighted to see the developers breathe new life into this tale while staying faithful to the world and its characters.
Get your shit together. Parade's about to begin. Everyone, follow me.
Yes, sir!
Each detail in the game's presentation reflects a thoughtful approach, seamlessly weaving together elements of nostalgia and innovation. At every turn, the game magnifies the impact of iconic scenes and settings from the original, like the Shinra Parade, which now feels like a massive, ominous military spectacle televised for the masses.
People have turned out in droves to catch a glimpse of the new president, Rufus Shinra.
During the flashback section showcased in Rebirth's demo, Sephiroth's portrayal as a seemingly ordinary individual, even displaying moments of kindness, adds depth to his eventual descent into darkness. If you're more interested in the story than exploration, sticking to the main quest will keep the story flowing without the need for extensive exploration. Though it should be noted, the interactions and conversations among your party members during side quests add depth and charm to the story. We recommend taking a breather from the main storyline and tackling some side quests at whatever speed suits you. In our playthrough, we've progressed through about 40% of the story content, and it's been nothing short of engaging. At its core, Rebirth is both captivating and immersive, paying homage to FF7 fans with its nostalgic charm, all while injecting large amounts of unpredictability that you won't want to miss out on. We hope you found this overview of Rebirth useful. We're enjoying the game and hope you will too. Having shared our insights and suggestions, now we're eager to hear yours. Are you playing Rebirth? What's your initial impressions of the game? Feel free to discuss your experiences and insights in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe in order to help keep this channel going. If you really enjoyed it, consider joining our Patreon. For $5 a month, you'll get unique exclusive content available to subscribers. To learn more, click the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Until next time. You know, a little off script, but it kind of occurred to me when I was playing the original. The Whispers are kind of like the gatekeeping fans of Final Fantasy who don't want any change in the canon. I was just like, oh god, the fans are our enemies! The fans are our enemies! I digress.